Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast, where we celebrate individuals and families, businesses, and organizations that seek out and promote the exploration, stewardship, conservation, access, and enjoyment of the outdoors. Today's episode is sponsored by our friends at Rock Creek Coffee Roasters, home of small batch, freshly roasted coffee. Our guest today on the Outdoor Adventure Series is Jeff Potter. Jeff is a world traveler, former aviation executive, and at present he is the founder and CEO of Manifest. Manifest is pioneering a new way to vacation via a lifestyle and travel club model that delivers custom crafted getaways to iconic domestic and international destinations. Jeff, it is a pleasure to have you on the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast.
Hi, Howard. My pleasure. Glad to be here.
Fantastic. Well, when I hear about world travel and destinations and getaways and experiences, this idea of just sitting back and relaxing, getting away from work and just unplugging the electronic devices and just taking in the experience, it just floats right into my head. I'm thinking, what a fantastic career. And I am excited to learn about this journey you've been on. And so, again, thank you for joining today. And I shout out to Richard Bangs, my friend from the Outdoor Writers Association of America. He was gracious enough to make that introduction for us. So I would love, Jeff, just if you could share a little bit about your background and then love to get more into this work that you're doing through Manifest.
Well, great. Again, Howard, it's great to be with you. Yeah, I've been very fortunate in my career in the sense that I, like most of us when we're younger, we're not quite sure truly what we want to do in life. And so circumstances, luck, typically good luck, some hard work, really has taken me down a path that, lack of better terms, is really the American dream. In college, I joined the Marine PLC program for a variety of reasons. It ended up being short lived. And then I was kind of lost. And so I had the opportunity to get in the airline business at the entry level. I was an aircraft cleaner. And it was something that I took away a couple things. One, as a darn good aircraft cleaner, I was raised as being the best at what you do and give it your all. And part of that, just over the next 20, 30 years, I just gradually grew in responsibility and in the airline business and ended up becoming the CEO for Frontier Airlines during a really tough period for the airlines, but was very fortunate to actually grow with the company. When I arrived, we had 5 airplanes, and when I departed, we had just under 70. So
Wow.
it was just truly a great experience. And then I got that bug. So that was kind of this aspect, this very commodity aspect. I think when people fly, even if we're flying business first economy, it's obviously still very price sensitive and was then, and I think will always be.
Mhm.
And I had an opportunity to get in the hospitality business, and which was very high end, high touch, not a commodity, all service oriented, and ran a company called Exclusive Resorts, which was my first taste of that worldwide travel. And I think another thing unique as I stepped into that, um, most of my world travel, again, very fortunate, has been some way associated with the roles I had in my career. So I was very fortunate and have, as a result, seen a lot of different parts of the globe and those aha moments or those bucket list moments. But I think importantly, and one of the foundations for Manifest is I also believe that a lot of those aha moments are within 2, 3 hours of where we live. We're fortunate to live in this beautiful country, and so much of it is undiscovered. And we initially focused all of our attention on what those domestic travel sites experiences were that we knew people would enjoy. and they just didn't really focus on it. When we focus on those big moments in travel and unique moments, I think it's safe to say that most of us, including myself, tend to gravitate towards something international. It's got to
Mhm.
be international. It's got to be a different company to immerse ourselves in that culture. And there's immersion opportunities in our own culture that are really close to home.
I love that. As you were describing that scenario, I was thinking about in a prior life, I was an IT consultant or on the business side of IT. And I
Yeah.
used to come out to San Diego quite a bit and Arizona. And I remember flying what I now know is Lake Mead, Lake Powell, coming down that path and seeing this small little airport right along the water there. And I'm thinking, I would love to fly into that airport and visit that little town right by the water. I think, how cool would that be?
I can't believe I'm hearing that from you because I've never heard it from anybody. And the reason it's so interesting to me is that's what I do. So I've run a couple airlines, I've run a couple other aviation companies, and I can't tell you how many times, and we might be flying over the Midwest, and I'll see a town, and I wonder what's going on there. I wonder what it makes it hit. I wonder all these green circles where people are farming. It's just Lake Powell and the Grand Canyon. Yeah, you sit there and you go, I just want to be there. And yeah, sometimes you have to be in the air to get there. I can drive sometimes. We do have in this country a very, very unique opportunity to travel not too far and find some really incredible experiences.